They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Carr to throw on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Not a stat we talk about often with tight ends, but Travis Kelsey, he can move it after the catch. Third overall in the NFL in yards after catch last season.
Behind two running backs, Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson.
Strength and a little bit of niftiness in Travis Kelsey's game.
Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They start the drive with Lynch. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Carr. They dump it off to Lynch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Marquette King now, standing just about on his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yards on the return that time. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And some room to maneuver. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
first down. The run with Lynch. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
On second down, here's Carr. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, they go Lynch. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Johnson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And it's held in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Play clock winding down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from a long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Dances by him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action. Now Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down, and he rifles one incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no second-guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. This one left side caught by Patterson. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now Carr throwing on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third down and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go. Green 39.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Floating one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City 1st. The play clock's running down. Here's Hunt. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Leopard,
They run again with Hunt. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, 1st down. And he has got it. From 55 yards away, that was never in doubt. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. So out come the Raiders, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Fresh set of downs here. Shotgun now for Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Carr going to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So they're going to go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
No, check.
they'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. D. Ford coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun. Carr. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Kansas City, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.